mysterious blue light and sound into this deep, dark cavern. You found a pool illuminated by a mysterious blue glow. You got close enough that a tentacle lashed out of the water and smacked Krillin in the face. And that is where we resume the action.
And we didn't heal all the way up, did we?
I don't think you did. You just walked. You just traipsed on in here like.
We healed up a bit, just not fully.
I think you were like in process, yeah. and then maybe I came out with a tentacle. You know, just when you're trying to recuperate, here comes a tentacle. Am I right, Krillin?
Yeah.
All right. So, what will you do in response?
Oh shit! I'm first aid. Okay.
I think so. Yeah. In response to this tentacle lash, I believe that's what he did to you. Keeping in mind, I would just point out as maybe a little OOC, perhaps you just startled this guy. You know, you did just kind of walk up in his house. It doesn't seem like he gets a lot of visitors. So, you know, you could try to communicate.
See if he likes riddles.
Anyone have rations? Can I throw him some rations?
Bro, this motherfucker is not a goldfish. I'm sorry.
Okay, I try to greet it. I say, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know there was anyone living in this cavern. Sorry for interrupting your rest."
Okay, roll a diplomacy check.
Oh my god, I am the wrong person to be doing this.
Well, you could put on like a show of strength, like flex your muscles or something, and do.
I don't think that's gonna work. Oh boy. Okay.
So, this thing doesn't give you a direct response, but you seem to hear in the air something about humans and like a spitting, hissing sound of disgust.
Okay. For my next action, I'll go into mountain stance.
Let's see, wait to go. The bar, there it is. All right, you are in mountain stance, sir.
And I'm just gonna back up a bit here, away from the water. And I'm done.
All right. Drez, sir.
What do you guys think? Shooty stabby or try diplomacy?
I mean, it seems to be speaking common, so I would try diplomacy.
I'm still the most diplomatic one here, aren't I?
Oops, I made it.
Yeah.
I made
I'm
it.
gonna my character personality and go shooty stabby. But that's just my opinion.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to try, just real quick. I'm gonna slightly step out of cover here, and I'm gonna call out to this thing and tell it, "Truly, we mean you no harm. We were ambushed outside, and we saw the light, and we came in to investigate. But we'll treat with you if you treat with us."
All right. Sorry, I made it believe I was messing with the... I have 2 blood mods on, and I'm trying to turn one of them off, and I made it... I made it get bloody. Ooh. So, you are 1 away from success. you could use a hero point to turn that into a success, and then it would listen to your entreaty.
And since we have an extra hero point, that's okay, right?
Yeah,
-2.
I'll spend the hero
Minus
point on that.
50 DKP. Okay, and say that again for me. You want to tell him that you mean no harm?
Yeah, that we don't mean any harm. We're totally cool with him. If he's cool with us, everybody can chill out. Nobody has to get hurt.
So you have a strong sense all of a sudden that it wants you to throw a magic item into the water.
All right, let's see if I have a magic item on me.
I'm sure we have one in the backpack that we're not using.
Let's look. Great gemstones, axe, spear, chainmail, coat.
Yeah, I got that shit in my bags.
By the way, I would just point out, excuse me, if you want to clear that blood I accidentally put on, you should have a button on the toolbar now that's like a droplet with a line through it, and it'll clean it up for you.
By the way, I have an Aeon stone. That's it's a magical item that mends things.
And that'll work if you don't mind parting with it.
No.
The Aeon stone, where you?
I was just keeping it just in case I broke my gun at some point.
Okay, so I will allow you as a free action, having been told this by Drez, to just chuck it. You want to just chuck it into the water from where you're at?
Yeah, I'll chuck her in.
And that's the clear quartz octagon, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Aeon stone. Alright, so you rear back and chuck this thing, and with a splash, it hits the water, and you see this thing open up some kind of weird maw, and it just it seems to quiver with excitement. And it swims down deep, 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 and you just kind of watch it vanish under the water. And he seems to be gone for the time being. As you all are just kind of contemplating what has happened, you start to notice bubbles where that one was at. And before long, the bubbles intensify, as does the glowing, and your minds, all of them, just kind of fill with white noise. It's almost like a mental screeching, and you are suddenly aware of the presence of 3 more of these things, and you are all very clear that they are demanding magic items.
Oh my gosh.
Can't give money to the homeless.
They
want.
Oh my god.
Should we just leave?
They want 3 more magic items, or 2 for the 2 that haven't gotten them yet, or?
Well, these are 3 all different ones. So none
so
of
these
these have received any.
Did I throw a gecko potion to 2 of them? I have 2 gecko potions I don't intend on using.
Is it magic? Ooh.
Yes.
That's the only magic item I've got on me.
I can
yeah, go ahead.
throw the wand of healing because no one can use it.
But by the way, that reminded me. I think I mentioned this last time, or at least in Ashes. You should have a button now where you can do that and put any item in chat from the what's that called? The title bar. But yeah, that's magical. So
I have 2 of those, so I'll chuck in 2 of those to...
All right, so you chuck.
Wait. If we're not going to use any items, throw the ones that cost the least.
Oh my god. Loot goblin.
2 gold pieces each, so we should be fine.
Fucking 3 gold.
I will put a potion of lesser healing, and then that's the lowest one, right? Lesser?
Yeah.
Or is that the?
I think
yeah.
lesser. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Then
think,
I will.
I think minor is the lowest one. It's 1d8.
So
Lesser is 2d8, isn't it?
So let's clear it
Oh,
up here then. You guys are throwing in two of the two gecko potions and a healing potion, or what?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to hang on to that crown ring thing I've got if at all possible, but I can toss it if we need it.
And can I do like a sense motive right now to see if they're just lying to us to get magic stuff and they'll just keep coming back?
Yeah, sure.
What would that be for a check?
Sense motive is what? I can never remember.
I think the way that works in this one is you can pick any of your things. You just have to make it relate to what you're doing.
It's your perception versus their deception. Yeah.
Okay.
Or as appropriate. Yeah. But yeah, you can just. I mean, unless there's some source of knowledge you have that would better help you percept and make it
like magical creatures. Would Arcana work?
They are definitely magical creatures. Yeah, Arcana would work. Yeah.
Never mind. I'm thinking of the character from our other game because my Arcana is shit.
I was wondering, bro.
Yeah, let's try.
Can I do that then? I have a +11 in there.
Let me try perception first.
Okay.
All right, let's see here. So I'll roll it for you. Well, it's me roll it for you.
Yeah, you roll it for me so you don't see it. Sorry.
Well, yeah, because you don't necessarily know if you.
Yeah,
if what I'm telling you is true or not, basically. So you definitely sense that this creature is evil. You get that feeling immediately, but you also, due to your extensive dispensing of justice at the end of your gun, detect that this creature is just, is lawful. So it would not be trying to just rob you for the sake of robbing you.
Okay. That's good.
All right, then yeah, I will throw my potion.
All right, so you throw the 2 geckos and the 1 healing?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, it's out of my inventory now.
All right, well, I could clear it out, but you got rid of it?
Yep.
All right. All right, so you guys chuck these potions in and they plop, plop, plop. And they don't seem to be as thrilled with getting, a jar of liquid, seeing as how they're already in a bunch of liquid. But nevertheless, they all seem to quiver with excitement, and you feel their hatred of you, but they relent and they start swimming down deep, deep, deep. And just like the other one, they fade off into the darkness until you do not see them anymore.
All right, let's go. How deep is this water?
So it is immediately too deep to just wade across, but you are able to swim in it for sure.
How high are the ceilings in here?
It's high enough, at least in this part where the water is, that you don't see it. It just fades off into the darkness.
Can we walk to the left side and then get on these rocks and then swim across? Or are these jaggy rocks that we can't climb?
I mean, you could kind of climb over here and walk in this very edge shallow part, but the shallowest or the narrowest place is maybe right here where it's 15 feet. I mean, one way or the other, you're gonna have to kind of swim if you want to get up over here on this thing.
Edge here, and I guess we're still in initiative, but I have 100 feet in my grappling gun. Would 100 feet be high enough to shoot up to the ceiling to try to swing over?
I mean, you could try it. You could just shoot it up in the darkness. Or, I mean, so this is elevated up here where I'm pinging.
Yeah.
So you could try to, so from where you are, it's a good, 20 feet. So if you shot it here and like stuck it in there, you'd have to affix it somewhere around here or somebody had to hold it. But then you could, work your way across.
I'm going to try shooting it up at the roof first and just see if I can swing. So I want to shoot it at the roof.
All right.
Right above here. See what
Okay.
happens. For that,
So,
I need to...
well, yeah, just roll me a d20.
Okay.
Oof. So
That's
you
my
shoot.
deck.
So you shoot it up in the air, and it flies up, and you don't hear it hit anything, and it just falls back down with a splash in the water, and
And I'll start reeling her back in.
Well, you just reel it back up quickly, so
Okay.
it's ready to go.
Oh, maybe I'll try to take one, just shoot it across then, and try to affix it on this side, and we can do a little shimmy across the rope.
You could. What the fuck was that? Yeah, you could definitely do that.
And D20 again?
No, just show me where you're gonna shoot it at over here.
Yeah, right there.
All
Right
right,
where
yeah,
you're pinging.
yeah. No, you can just shoot that because that you can see it.
Okay.
It's just right there.
And then can I affix it, I guess, to the rocks
here.
over here?
Let me do this. Yes. You're gonna tie it where? Ping that again.
Like the rocks on the edge there?
Sure. How are you tying it up?
I'll tie it around some rocks. I guess and knot it off. I won't be able to reel it.
What kind of knot you use it? No, okay.
A fisherman's knot.
Okay. So let me do this. I'm gonna go ahead and put us. Well, we can stay in initiative order here. We'll do like Shadow Dark, right? So to get across this rope successfully without falling in the water will be an athletics check on your level DC. So it'll be a DC 23. Now,
Oof.
I know what you're going to ask me, so I'm going to go ahead and say it. If you want to do acrobatics, sure. But that'll be a DC 24 because you're going to be walking on top of the rope.
That's still a better chance than my athletics.
There you go.
I guess I'm going swimming.
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
Bro, I'm dead. Okay, so where are you at? Krillin shows off here his athletic ability, and he easily makes his way over here across the rope and ends up on the highest platform. Drez follows suit and shimmies right across, just like the little circus monkey that he is. The rest of you saps get about halfway across, and then you plunk.
Can I try to grab an edge?
Plunk. Yeah.
I think that's an action, right?
Where's Gurn at? There you are. Plunk. Y'all fall in the water. So you're swimming.
Well, I'm going to use the grab an edge then.
What's that do for you?
It gives you an opportunity to stop yourself from falling.
Okay. Is there a roll?
Yeah, I'll
look
post
it up.
it up here in the chat.
There we go, my bad. Follow, you try to grab it. So at a reflex save. If you grab it, so it'd be a DC 20. Well, you used your acrobatics, but I'll go to DC 23 reflex save.
For all of us?
50 chance. Oof, made it.
Nice. So
Yeah.
you remain holding on to the rope right here. Well, you all don't have that trigger, do you?
I believe everyone should have grab an edge.
Is it just a general? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it is. Okay. Okay. So you all end up just hanging from this rope right here. So to finish climbing over, you can roll a DC 18 athletics check just to shimmy across.
There we go.
All right. Gurn gets almost there, and then he falls back in the water. And then Saren follows suit. Vemgard makes his way onto the little island here. All right, so you guys are swimming. You can, well, I guess technically we could say a round has passed, and I could let you try to grab again.
Just gonna swim. Fuck this rope.
Yeah, I'm just gonna swim. This isn't working out.
Okay, so as you are moving around this thing, you notice that it is all, there's no place to go ashore except for up here on the northern part of it, on the northern side.
I just yelled to the guys, come throw me a rope.
So you guys
Krillin
will have
and
to,
I would like to help, but we're just too busy laughing.
you guys will have to swim either to the east or west side of north of this thing.
Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna try to grab the edge one more time.
You're just so sure that something's in this water.
I am. I'm terrified of what's in this water.
I can throw a rope, though. I do have a rope. My inventory.
See what happens if I try to grab the edge one more time. Oh, there we go.
All right, so you grab the edge and pull yourself across the rope back onto the little island here. So while Gurn is left helplessly bobbing in the water to fend for his own, you guys all take stock of where you find yourselves. You notice all around you there are small chests. They don't seem to be special.
Mimic.
They don't seem to be special or any kind of ornate decoration on them. Curiously, all around many of them, there's like a gray, almost chalky, like it's dried up, kind of a mass oozing out of any kind of crack or defect in the chest. All of them seem to have this, except for one of them, the one right here next to Saren.
I do an occultism check on it.
It seems to be almost oddly pristine. An occultism check, yeah.
That would help.
Oh, can I do an Arcana check?
Yes, sir. You can do all types.
It's a mimic.
Of
Just poke it with a stick.
All right, well, while we're doing all kinds of checks, I am going to do a perception check to check for traps.
Very good. There we go.
So Drez quickly tells the party as they start to kind of probe and pry and wonder about these things to be very careful, because he has seen these types of creatures before, and he has suddenly put it all together, and he has realized that in your travels in the Spellscar Desert, almost to the Cradle of Quartz, you have stumbled upon an Algothu outpost, hideout, civilization, and that he didn't recognize the creatures at first, but having seen these contraptions, if you will, he's sure that that's what they were, because these are definitely mimics. He tells you all, though, that he is worried because these mimics are smaller than any he's ever seen, and for many of them strewn about this plateau, if you will, this little island, they don't seem to be living. Whether that's because they were malnourished or malcreated, it's impossible for him to know. However, the one that is, not covered in this gray matter, he has indicated to you all seems to be alive and scared.
The one mimic is alive and scared.
Yes, the one right next to you.
I have a feeling someone's about to try and tame a mimic.
If only I was on Neji. I can't on this character.
Oh, can someone talk to the mimic? My charisma is not so hot. Meaning -1. I'm a shooty stabby kind of guy. I'm not a talky.
I mean, I'm supposed to be as well, but I do end up doing a lot of talky.
I think you're our best talky.
Can you even communicate with a mimic? Like, is it going to understand any language I speak?
There's one way to find out.
All right, I guess I'm going to try to talk to the mimic.
What you want to tell it?
I'm going to say, everything's all right. We're armed, but we're not here to hurt you. We just relax a little bit. If you can understand me, say something.
Okay. You hear one word come out. It sounds like a child's voice, and it just says, "Food."
I ask it, "You're hungry?"
You just get the same reply. It just says, "Food."
Can I throw a ration on top of the box?
A ration? Nobody wants to eat rations.
Well, Neji's not here, so we can't throw him on it.
Correct. You could definitely try throwing it a ration.
Yeah, I'll throw it a ration, see what happens.
Try sticking your hand in its mouth.
Well, that's more of a monk thing.
What's the alignment of the mimic? Even though it's a child, if it's evil, kill it.
I don't believe they're evil, but I'm not 100% positive on that. We should probably have to roll something for that shit.
You could try to sense motive. You want to do that?
Sure.
You do not detect any evil intent from this creature.
So is one of you going to toss it a ration?
Yeah, I'll toss it a ration then. When a D20 throw or just...
Oh, you could just... you could just toss it a ration. Yeah.
Okay.
So you take a crumbly, crusty piece of limbus bread out of your backpack and you toss it at the thing, anticipating it to do something, and it just plinks off the front, lands on the ground.
When I say Drez, maybe you should ask it what it wants to eat.
I do that.
Okay, roll to see if it tells you the truth.
More diplomacy.
Yep. Always. So it processes what you say for a second, and it just tells you meat.
Don't suppose anybody shoved a rat or something into their bag?
No. Look and see if there was if we had any meat in the bag of holding. Nothing.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's any kind of small critters alive in this cave that we could feed it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
That was not perceptive.
You do happen to notice, though, as you're looking around, that it seems like there is oddly a lack of biodiversity in this cave.
I'm guessing the tentacle Thulus probably ate everything that came in here.
Mm-hmm. This is the part where you ask yourself, how many toes do you really need?
Get over here, Krillin.
Who wants to take one for the team?
Lowest D20 roll cuts off a toe.
Ooh.
I was gonna torch this chest. Cutting off a toe for this thing.
Feed it the corpses of its.
Yeah, I was just about to ask it why it hasn't eaten the others.
How do you know it hasn't? Could be there like desiccated corpses all around it.
I suppose. I'm just going to go ahead and ask it, why it doesn't eat the other dead mimics around it.
So it just, well, that's a free one. It just kind of hisses at you, and it seems to struggle to explain, but you make out the words "not ripe."
Oh, so they may have been dead for too long. What else can we do?
I mean, it is small. You could just try picking it up. Put it in the bag of holding.
It would devour everything in the bag of holding.
Maybe. It'd be like floating in a weird dimension, though, right? So it'd be like Pac-Man.
Oh, okay, yeah, I realize now.
In 5 minutes, I gotta change a diaper.
Uh-oh.
Have fun.
Now that's a quest. So, you are confronted with the choice of
toe off, or
right.
I mean, can't we just walk past it?
Yeah, you could just walk away, leave it here.
I mean, like, what else is there in this cave? It's really the only thing that I see.
Beyond this passage, yeah, the only way forward is down through the water.
Who has a fishing rod? Anybody? Maybe you can try catching a fish.
Who has materials to craft a fishing rod?
If we bust open these dead mimics, is it wood or like dusty, dry meat.
It's well, on the outside of them, what's leaked out has just like dried up, but as far as like what's inside of them, who's to say?
Then I will walk up to the one right beside Gurn and open it up then.
Okay, as you pop it open, there is just a putrid smell, and you can see inside there is just a looks like a slimy lump of gray meat.
Okay. So are we breaking down
both?
At least you think it's meat.
Are we going to break it apart so we can make a fishing rod out of it and fish, or just move on?
There's probably some good loot we'll get if we figure out a way to feed it. But yeah, what's who has the highest crafting? Like, what's it take to make a fishing rod?
It can't be much, but is there anything usable in these things? It sounds like it's just rotten organic material.
I mean, there's a lump of something. You could try offering it to the thing.
Well, you said it was not ripe.
I'm back. What'd I miss?
Maybe it just needs some salt. Is the water in here salt water or fresh water?
Or, maybe it's an oyster situation. Couldn't get the shell open to get the pearl.
Well, I'll reach in and scoop it out.
With your bare hand?
Yeah.
All right.
Is this what you're after, little fella?
Well, you see it kind of seems to shake back and forth as you hold up this lump.
I'll chuck it at him. Kind of a little toss. Throwing a dog a treat.
So you toss it up in the air, and it kind of hangs there for a second, and all of a sudden you see this thing just transform, seemingly using the last bit of energy it has, and it gobbles up the thing, and almost as quick as it happened, it changes its shape back to just a normal chest.
Right, then I'll start opening up all the other chests and let's give it its food.
All right, so you just go around to all of them and throw it all the meat in there?
Well, do we want to bring it back to full strength?
I mean, give it one more, I'd say, but let's maybe hold on to the others in case we need them later.
Yep. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what our end game is here with this guy.
I figure mostly just experimenting, and then we'll kill it if we decide we need to.
Well, where's its parents?
Mimics tend to be difficult to kill, right?
So you guys feed it one more lump of stuff? All right, so you notice the same thing happen for a brief moment. It bares its teeth, maybe not its true form, and it gobbles down the meat, and it lets out a little bit of a burp and musters to tell you the word bring. It seems to want you to bring it with you out of this cave. Out of this cave, at least.
We'll bring you on the condition that you do not try to harm us or anyone else unless we tell you to.
It seems to be agreeable. It just kind of is, almost chittering like an insect, like flapping the lid open and shut.
Okay. Can I do a perception check to see if he's lying or not?
You want to sense motive on him?
Yeah.
Let's see here. So you have never really encountered a aberration like this before, so you're not quite sure what they typically would do or try to do, but in your journeys throughout the lands of Galarian, you have met many a dishonest and trustworthy individual, and you have no reason to doubt this thing's intentions towards you.
Okay. Then I will put it in the bag of holding.
Well, hold on. I want to ask him if
We just said that he wouldn't because it's a different dimension.
Okay.
I just mean it's like floating around, right? That's how I imagine it. It's just like floating around in there.
All right, then I'll just.
Does it? I want to see if it floats. I'm gonna paddle this thing across the river.
There you go.
Okay.
Want to do what?
I'm gonna saddle up and row this thing across.
Yeah.
So you want to throw it down in the water?
Yeah, well, if he floats. Yeah, if he's willing.
So where you're gonna throw it? What, over here or where?
Yeah, if he bobs, I'll just hop on. Row my boat.
And
Well,
if he
We also
doesn't,
maybe try with the empty boxes first and
Well,
make ourselves a little raft.
well, and I was gonna say he's it is a chest. I mean, you could get on it, but it like once you're over it, like you would kind of you are way bigger than it, right? It's not a normal size chest. It's about like half
Oh,
the
it's
size.
it's
Yeah.
that small.
also, do
Okay.
you really want to drape your balls over something that can just open up its mouth and take a bite at any point?
Also a good
Maybe
point.
muzzle it or something.
So you do want to throw it in the water, or you want to put it in the bag?
No, I was just gonna ask him first, but yeah, my balls are tingling now. Throw them in the bag. Or strap them on the back. No, I don't care.
Yeah, I was looking at how much bulk I can do. If I can, I will just hold on to it and strap it to my back.
Let's see what you got. Ooh, yeah, no, it would encumber you.
Yeah.
We actually haven't asked it if it can walk or move on its own very well.
That is true.
I mean, we probably have to help it get back across the rope, but other than that, it might be able to just kind of follow us.
Are you wanting to ask it that? If it
Yeah,
can just
I guess we should ask it if it can walk.
All right. So as you ask it that, it musters to tell you the word weak.
Do we have any idea like how much it weighs?
It's
just
two
temporarily-
bulk.
2 bulk. Let's see. I'm at 4.
Very close to being encumbered. I can tie it to your back, though.
I mean, is it small enough to fit inside just my regular backpack, or is it too big for that?
Your regular backpack?
Yeah, because I don't have a bag of holding, but I've got a backpack.
No, I mean it would, because your backpack. Let's see. I don't think the capacity. Well, no, yeah, you've got capacity for it, so it could fit in there. Yeah.
I mean, I say just stick it in there and we'll carry it out.
Good.
I just want to warn it one more time to behave while it's in there.
I want to ask it how it got here, and
All right, so you do, and it tells you made.
where's your maker?
It doesn't reply. It's just an odd silence from it.
Did you just eat it?
It just, again, it doesn't even seem to respond to.
I ask it if the things in the water killed all these other mimics here.
It musters out no. It doesn't seem to like the insinuation that the things in the water would have hurt them.
So I ask it, what did kill these mimics?
He says food.
They starved.
It doesn't say anything. It's kind of almost serenely quiet.
Did the things in the water keep you as pets?
It doesn't seem to understand what you're saying, but it gets that you're talking about the things in the water, and you kind of get a sense that there's almost like a reverence because it doesn't like you talking about them so casually.
Are those your friends?
You almost sense that it makes it angry a little bit.
Are those things in the water mimics?
It does seem to acknowledge that question. So, you want to keep standing here talking to a box?
I guess
Well,
I'm gonna. Yeah. Does anybody have any more questions?
I'm still confused about what's going on here, but I don't know what to ask. And which way are we going? Back out the way we came, or up to the northeast?
Is there another way out of here?
There is not one that is not down through the water.
Not one we couldn't get to without gills.
Right.
I mean, I'm cool with exploring to the northeast if you guys are.
I'm always down. It's just I'm not going to be able to athletics or acrobatics my way over there if anything else is evidence.
Well, so you can see that passage doesn't. It just goes off into a little pool, and the only way forward through there is to go down under the water.
Gotcha. So the only thing we can do is go back the way we came.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or go into the water and swim down.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to put the mimic in my backpack, warn it to behave itself, and tell it things might get a little wet.
Something's off here.
Mom.
Oh, I put it on the wrong guy. Hold on, I put it in.
I agree. My spidey senses are tingling.
All this map served to do is lighten us of a few magic items, and we gained a mimic pet, which could be good in the long run, but I don't know.
Like, none of us have a swim speed, so we can't even go down and see what the fuck's underneath the water.
All right, so let me end the encounter tracker here, so the time should start back. Looks like it got stuck again. Let me do this.
We should someone should harvest the rest of these mimic oysters.
Just ignore that. Ignore that.
So that we have something to feed it on the way.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
I mean, I'm totally okay with, feeding any assholes we run across to it, but just in case we don't run across assholes. I know that's unlikely, but...
And while we're here, can I do a perception check looking for any treasures that might be on this little island?
Oh, my calendar mod ain't running. That's why the clock's not ticking. Yeah, you could do that. And looking around this cave, you don't see anything, not even, a appealing gemstone or mineral. Everything just seems to be just kind of almost drained of everything.
The Watchers have them all down at the bottom.
Well, I guess I'll try to cross my rope again.
Let's see. All right, so yeah, are you guys? Are you all satisfied here in this cave? Because I'll give you. You can just all cross back and get out of the cave, and like go back to the desert essentially,
Oh, there, I sprint across the top of the rope this time.
and do a backflip.
Yeah, let's just go out.
Well, so I'll take those 5 chunks of mimic meat then.
Okay.
Well.
Yeah, that'll be good to have.
All right, so 5 chunks of mimic meat. We'll say their weight is negligible since they're kind of, kind of scuffed. All right.
Once everyone's over, I will untie my.
Yeah. How long does it take? Does it take just 1 minute?
1 minute to reel it back in.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. So you guys all walk out of the cave having received conveniently 270 XP.
Oh. 170 XP, you say.
So, has everybody got their like path builder or everything up, or is this a good time to take a break and everybody look at that before you exit the cave?
Yeah.
That'd be a good time.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah.
can I make a perception check so that we could sleep at the entrance to the cave here? Because it seems like there's nothing here, and we could sleep. I can redo my spells, and well, yeah.
Wait, what was the experience we got?
We just leveled up.
270.
Oh wow, sweet. Let me pull up my path builder here.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I say. Everybody take just a minute or two. Pull your sheet up. Ask any questions. Plug in any missing things.
All right, level 7.
What?
No, level 6.
Oh, level 6. Oops.
Yeah. I'd be really liking to be level 7.
Cheating ass.
I was thinking of Age of Ashes. Sorry. Well, I had my path builder tab open here, and I fucking closed the game tab.
Right.
Ooh, I get Mountain Stronghold.
What's that do?
Basically, you focus on your connection to the earth and call upon the mountain to block against you. You gain +2 circumstance bonus to AC until the beginning of your next turn. It's basically like a shield raise without a shield, needing a shield.
Yeah.
And then it also increases my dexterity modifier capped to your AC in mountain stance from 0 to +1. Okay.
I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back while y'all are doing that.
Oh, nice, and I get my knockback key spell.
Well, my to hit goes up again.
Oh.
Sniper's aim. So, in this one, do you think we're gonna have any like hex exploring stuff?
I don't know.
So I can grab Efficient Explorer. It allows us to do one more exploration activity as a group, which is huge, but if we're not gonna fucking need it, kind of a waste.
How do I add my free archetype to the
We've
bonus?
just been putting in the bonus.
Yeah.
Go browse and drag it right in.
Oh, then it's just added. Okay. It won't overwrite what's there. I can't remember.
No, it'll just add another slot for it.
Okay.
There we go.
Screw it. Armored Stealth it is.
How's it looking?
Well, I got a quick question for you. Are we going to be doing like exploration in this in the future, or is that not really a part of this AP?
In this one, I don't know beyond this book, but this one's only 3 books, so. But they didn't put it in for the desert, so.
Yeah, so it seems like they did the exploration stuff after they made the AP, right? So whatever. That's all I need to know. Armored Stealth it is.
Well, like what I mean is like getting across the desert is the airship, and then it crashes, and then you have those couple of fights, and then like there's no hex through the desert. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess because I mean it's a desert. So you could just fucking bumble around in the desert for a long you know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Well, there's like class skill feats I could take that add an extra exploration activity to the group, but I mean, we haven't had any exploration yet, so I think I'm just gonna not do that.
Yeah, that seems like more of a general use this character in a lot of different, campaigns type of thing, right?
Yeah, like if we were doing Age of Ashes, it'd be a great little skill feat to have, but I'm gonna do armored stealth instead, so reduce the armor penalty by 1. And I get sniper's aim at level 6. I ignore concealment on my attacks and add a +2 circumstance bonus to a strike's attack roll.
Nice.
I'm such a one-dimensional character, though. All I could do is shoot stuff.
Same. I'm only built for combat. That's it.
Well, I got continued recovery now, so we can do treat wounds every 10 minutes. I just need to get the ward medic to do it all at once for everyone.
I picked up ward medic, by the way.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, and Gurn, if you have any extra alchemist fire or little potions I could use to add to my ammunition.
That'll be a daily thing.
What do you mean? Oh, you can only make them every...
Yeah, every time we rest, they disappear.
Well, that's fine.
So, are you guys you gonna rest here for the night?
Rest like halfway between the water and then the entrance to the cave.
We rest not inside the cave.
Yeah, that might be a smarter idea too.
I
So far,
agree with
outside the
Justy.
cave though has been
All right.
more
Well,
dangerous than inside.
while we're about to transition, let me. I don't have this calendar mod on, so the clock's not running automatically. Let me turn it on 1 second.
Cool mod.
Archetype question. I
Yeah.
took wizard at level 4. It's not giving me any other wizard choices for my free archetype selection now. I don't know if don't meet the prereqs or if I'm missing something otherwise.
And
You should meet the prereqs.
You can't just add it. Like
Yeah,
whatever you're.
it's not even in the list.
Is it in your...
What filter
You
do
have to
you
look
have
at-
in the
yeah.
list? Because there's not everything's checked when you originally open it up.
Oh, yeah, I got dedication feats.
Just at a gray screen right now.
So you figured it out, or you?
Yes.
Does anyone else have just a gray and black screen, or am I the only one?
Yeah, you might need to reload all the way. I turned that mod on, so it should have flicked everybody out to reload.
Go find the link again.
Alright, I hit refresh.
Yeah, I didn't have the clock mod on. So simple calendar. Let's see. Is it running? There we go. Yeah, now it's working. So character
It's not letting me
sheets.
join in here.
What's it? Is it giving you a message or? I can
I'm just
reach.
back at the Outlaws of Alkenstar opening screen.
With no login box.
No login box, yeah. I'll
You using
close it
Chrome?
all off and try again.
Okay, I'll say you using Chrome.
Yeah.
It seems to be a Chrome thing.
Close the door.
Okay, it worked fine when I logged in at the start of this.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll pause it so the clock stops. Do this.
Still not doing anything. Could you just link me the IP address again? That worked last time. It's annoying, but...
There you go. It's Chrome, man. Switch to Firefox.
Yep.
I had absolutely no problems getting back in on Chrome.
Y'all,
It's just discriminatory against Canada.
you guys are gonna switch
Canadian
to
Crow, bro.
You guys are gonna switch to Chrome anyways once that new update comes that fucks up all the ad blockers.
Firefox.
Yeah, sorry, you switched to Firefox.
Well, they've got an update coming.
That's
Yep.
That's the word on the street. But then there'll just be a new ad blocker, right?
I think they're just locking down Chrome on I guess what the capabilities that allow developers to block ads. They're gonna close that shit down.
Man, the shit they do. Look, I don't mean to go totally OOC, but you know I deal with Chromebooks all the time, and their security shit, the little chip, whatever they call it now that they got, man, that shit is hardcore, dude. You can't. I mean, I'm sure there's some kind of way, but if it is, I don't know it, because me and my library aide took one apart, and we were trying to just like mess with it, but I mean, it's all wrapped up in their admin console, dude. Once that thing connects to the internet, it gets sniffed out, and it's like, nope, you're an enterprise device. Get wrecked. Anyway, Google, bro. So, did your work? Restart it?
Yeah, as soon as I used the IP, it worked perfectly fine.
Cool. All right, so you guys, I did rest on all of you. Anything else you trying to do before you exit the cave and go back into the desert here?
No. But while we're chatting, though, I don't know if you noticed I pinned my Reddit thing on delay in the chat.
Yeah, what's up?
So when we talked before, when they say you can't delay for more than a round, it means when it comes back to your turn is one round.
Yeah.
So if you're at the bottom of the order, you can delay and come back in whenever, but I would lose my one hit, one kill thing. Because my first action would have been to delay instead of to shoot, so.
Well, I mean, that's tit for tat, because the whole point of not being able to delay into the next thing is to not carry over a beneficial thing.
Yeah.
So essentially you would be delaying in the next round. You see what I'm saying?
Well, when it says one round, it means when it comes back to my turn, just the same as if it was like a spell effect that lasts a round when someone casts. The spell effect starts and ends on their turn, right?
On their turn, yeah, but I mean that.
You know what I mean? That's where it starts counting the rounds from. It doesn't really have anything to do with the top of the initiative order.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that exactly. I mean, the round is when everybody goes, but what you're saying is one person's specific round is from turn to turn.
Yeah, and then
so they're both
comments were saying was that's what it means by you can't delay into the next round.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that doesn't make any sense, because of course you can't do that, because it would just be your turn again at the same spot.
Yeah, so you would then lose your actions. So basically,
right. But so what you were just saying though is that you would lose your one shot, one kill because you took a thing. But that's the point of not being able to delay it, because if you were able to delay into the next round and carry a beneficial thing, that's what the rule says. You see what I'm saying?
So I can delay into next round. I just can't bring a beneficial thing into the next round with me. So
I would give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that.
But then I just wouldn't have my one shot, one kill. Is kind of what the consensus was anyway.
Yeah, I would give you that. But I mean, that's where the line is the benefit.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I just wanted to verify because I thought after last check I was convinced maybe I was doing it wrong, so I went and fucking asked Reddit and they cleared it up for me. The Pathfinder 2E.
I would lament the people
Phenomenal.
who I would lament that being your only source though. Rely on your own reasoning before Reddit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we were
Oh, no.
we essentially, yeah. I mean, they just consensus what we had already kind of set up. All right, so you guys climb out of this cave and into the desert. For just a moment, though, because as you emerge from the cave here, it should be light in the world. What are we doing?
One thing that I noticed on my level up is I should be gaining 3 additional hit points for my fighter resilience, and it just doesn't show on my path builder. I mean, my pathfinder. My max HP should be 87, not 84.
Well, is that feat there?
Yeah. It says it's. I have it on.
For each fighter archetype class feat you have, how many of those do you have?
I should have my 2. And Path Builder is showing me that I should have 87, and then Foundry is giving me 84.
I bet Foundry can't calculate it automatically since it's stuff that you had to add those feats in manually.
Yeah. I just don't know how to manually up my HP.
So what are your fighter archetype ones? There's one. You got 2, you said? Fighter resiliency.
And then my attack of opportunity was one of them. That's fine.
Well, that's not a feat. It's giving you 2 for resiliency and dedication.
But for my second one, oh, my path builder just exited out, was an attack of opportunity at level 4.
That's just a class. That's just a class feature.
No, my class. I did it so that I could have my attack of opportunity earlier. Because for Magus, it comes at level 6, not level 4. So that's how I bypassed it. Was use my fighter dedication, and my 4th level one was get an attack of opportunity.
Right. So, but I guess what I'm saying is the attack of opportunity that it gives you isn't an archetype feat. It's just a class feature.
Yeah, since it's a class feature, you don't get the extra 3 for it.
Yeah, you'd have more. You'd have 90 then.
Okay.
It specifically says an archetype feat, right?
Yeah,
it's showing me you getting +6 though from your fighter resiliency.
Okay, wait. Then I don't know why I'm down 3 hit points from Path Builder.
Yeah, it's showing me 12 from Ancestry, 48 from Class, 12 from your Constitution, 6 from Toughness, and 6 from Resiliency. This is what it shows me. That's your...
I see that. Okay. That's weird.
Yeah, I mean... Well, so what we should be doing is just doing Path Muncher, because then it can just take your shit straight from it. You get a
I tried that, and it says user Vemgard lacks permission to create actor.
Oh, because it makes a whole actor. Yeah.
And I know this, like, my character is already a reface of another character, and it's a pain to level up.
It's I don't think it is. You
yeah,
made it,
this
right?
is this was CPP. like every time I have to manually update my stuff, I have to do all my the search engine. I have to change a whole bunch of stuff around because it's all searching for Oracle stuff, not Magus.
Really, that's weird. Because yeah, CPP doesn't even exist anymore. Like you don't own him anymore.
Yeah,
it's weird. Ghost, bro. Yeah, because I exported him and took him out.
I rephased CPP with Vemgard. So I
Well-
remember deleting all the feats and then putting them all back in.
Oh, okay. Weird. Well, so anyway, just I mean, you could send me your thing or just look at it and see. We figure out what's missing over here.
Yeah. Well, we can do that later. I don't want to
Yeah.
hog
Oh,
it.
yeah. That's what I meant was later. Yeah. I mean, if it was like 30 HP, then let's figure it out. But
yeah,
it's 3. All right. So is everybody good then?
Well,
sheet? Yeah. What's up?
on my sheet, I seem to be missing, I figure, a bonus feat for my archetype in Foundry here.
Yeah. What is it?
Basic Arcana for cantrip expansion. I just don't have a slot to input it.
Is
Yeah,
it,
put it
does
in
it go in a
bonus?
bonus feat? If you just drag it right into bonus feat, it'll create its own slot.
Oh, is that what you're talking about?
That's
Oh, I
true.
just-
Yeah. You want me to do it or you got it?
I'll,
BRB.
Because the archetype thing is a
okay, yeah, there it is.
that's a variant rule, right?
Yep.
So there's I don't have any mods turned on for variant rules. That's probably why it doesn't recognize us trying to do any of that. Because I didn't want us to, when we were starting out, I didn't want to confuse us more than we were already confused. So, other than he just stepped away, is it otherwise is we good?
Yeah.
Should be, yep.
Bro, where's he at? I'm about to roast the shit out of him. You talking about consensus from one dude? Oh, okay. No, I see it now. Yeah, that makes sense, but you would lose the benefit.
Just don't let him delay at all.
Yeah, never delay. Oh, I see. This is the question mega thread. I was like, what the fuck? These people talking about something totally else. Yeah. So yeah, one person answered it. What the heck? Oh. Dude, did you guys look at that Kickstarter? Did you hear anything about this Kickstarter for this Shadow Dark game? It's like modern like mechanics, but it's like old school, like Zero Edition D&D vibe. Like 4 classes, and it's dark as hell. Nobody can see in the dark. You get a torch for an hour. It's just wild.
I saw you posted it there in the other Pathfinder chat, but I didn't actually.
Dude, it seems really cool. One thing that I was like, for real, that kind of took me by surprise, one of the features that they're touting is like, you don't roll for initiative. You're just in your initiative order. You're in your turn order all the time. And I was like, that sounds familiar. That's just what people do to make it taking turns more palatable. But no, there's a real-time mechanic. Nobody has dark vision. You can't see in the dark at all. And torches last for 1 real-time hour. So when you light one, the clock starts. And the idea is that it just keeps the game, moving.
Is there like GM roles in it, or have they removed that?
No, I mean, it's rules light, but there is a GM, yeah.
A lot of the new games I see coming out, there is no rolling on the part of the GM. There's just DCs for everything.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't looked closely at it. I don't know how involved the GM is. It's definitely not like Zero Edition in that sense, right? Where the DM is, is the whole game, right?
Yeah.
I think that plane is up the land in my front yard. All right, so everybody back?
Yep. Can't speak for these other White Devils.
Jeez.
I'm here.
So, you guys emerge successfully from this cave, having obtained a strange experience, one to relay to Dunsmith, certainly when you get back to Alkenstar. You don't have to wander far, though, before you come to what you have been seeking. You see, almost right before you, the Cradle of Quartz opening up in front of your very eyes. As you approach, though, the day has fallen into the afternoon. So let me do this. Clock.
Where is the Cradle of Quartz on this map?
That, my friend, we shall take to next week's question mega thread, because nobody seems to fucking know. The other thing that's kooky as hell, look at the compass, dude.
Yeah, it's been bugging me for weeks. It's pointing the wrong fucking way.
Cause the mana wastes don't go from north to south; they go from east to west, right?
Yeah.
But the fucking map, I mean, this map is in the book like this. I guess somebody just was like, well, we got to fit it on the page. We just turn this zombie. I could totally see that happening. You know what I mean? Okay. So, perfect. Let me get you guys on the scene here. So, to remind you, you have come all the way out here to the Spellscar Desert at the behest of Dunsmith in pursuit of Olaman Kosawana, a former cogwork priest who you discovered through investigation at the cogwork temple, has been for the past 2 weeks or so terrorizing people around town on a huge clockwork creation, this cat-like monstrosity, winged thing, just been absolutely terrifying everyone, terrorizing town. Right before he disappeared, there was a huge explosion in the workshop that he had set up in the steamworks, and witnesses around there claim to have seen several gangsters off in pursuit after him, one of which fit the description of your old pal, Mugland. So, at the behest, like I say, of Dunsmith, you have jaunted out into the desert, you have crashed your airship, you have faced foes living and dead, and you have now come to the doorstep of the Cradle of Quartz. As you approach, you notice that all around you, hold on, let's fix this map. It becomes eerily dark. No, hold on. There we go. Okay, so you notice as you approach that the air itself seems to have a sinister kind of quality to it. You're not quite sure if it's even safe to be breathing. However, as you have walked up, you are quite surprised to have found a wide paved road, covered, of course, by the blown sand. You've come to the end of it here and found a 2-level platform set before the entrance of this grand temple, or at least formerly grand temple. It has definitely been weathered by time and the sands of the desert. A stone shelf above here is providing a little bit of shade from the afternoon sun. The double door in front of you is weather-beaten bronze, 10 feet tall, and definitely, you know, too sturdy to break down in any kind of way, at least with your meager weapons. The walls that surround the portal are inscribed with all types of intricate gear carvings, very similar to what you saw, you know, back in Alkenstar at the temple. Just around the walls from the cliffs, you notice that there are huge seams of blue quartz just all around it, obviously giving this temple its name. There are a few window shafts cut here and there, some obscured, some not, but inside of them, the ones you can see through, you see only darkness beyond.
Can I do a crafting check to see if I can figure out what the hell the building is, or who made it, or how to get in the front door? I assume it's locked, but I guess I could check that first.
You could just try the knob, bro. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you certainly can. Yeah.
I don't know shit.
It's a door.
Well, who wants to go first? I'll take up my normal spot in the rear while you guys pick a lock.
Should we sneak in or
Definitely try to sneak in, I think.
Alright. A resident burglar.
Chesty, what's your thievery? It's probably higher than mine, I assume.
Let's see. Thievery is plus 14.
Yeah, that's all you.
All right. First thing I do is I attempt to hide.
Okay. Second. Okay.
All right. I'm going to move across the thingy here up to beside the door.
Okay. 1 second. Hold on. Don't just be moving around.
All right.
Well, I mean, you can if you want to. So as you step onto the platform here, from the corner of the shade, 4 cockatrices surround you.
Oh shit.
They do not notice Drez, apparently. Uh-oh, let me get the rest of you. Alright, so these cockatrices have been...
My stealth roll was awful.
These cockatrices have been nesting in the sands.
Son of a bitch.
He's still AFK. Shit.
Who's that?
Shit. Sorry. Nope. Fuck.
I just yell help.
There we go.
Sorry, I'm still looking at formulas.
Formula 409. Alright, so yes, this thing, aggravated by the disturbance, tries to peck you with its beak. So frustrated, he charges at the next person he sees and tries another strike. Oop, hold on. So, he hits you, Krillin, and as the wound festers, you find that you have to resolve your fortitude or fall prey to some ill effect.
Oh shit! I alt F4'd my Firefox window by accident. Oops.
That won't save you.
It's a hard accident to do.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, yeah, alt in it, yeah. That's like, dude, look, hey,
down in front.
look, I'm gonna have to pause the recording for a minute here. Hold on. Maybe.
Okay, I'm back. Did you roll for me, or should I click this?
No, click it.
Let me hero point that.
All right.
Wow.
That was not meant
It's
to be.
gonna be one of those nights, isn't it?
That's
That's just
amazing.
impressive.
Well, this is the start of combat, right? So maybe, I'll use up all my bad luck now.
All right, so you become slowed 1.
So like 1 in 400 chance of doing that.
You notice that the wound from where he pecked you starts to calcify. All right, this other one, again, maddened by the disturbance, pecks at you. This one is more successful than his friend, and he scratches you for 2 damage, and you also feel the wound begin to fester. Oof. Dang. This is cursed.
All right, get him out of the way now.
Cursed rolls. All right, so you too feel the wound.
I'm gonna hero point as well because there's no way it'll be 4 ones in a row, right?
You know who says that? People right before theirs.
There we go.
One.
Crit success.
All right, so your wound begins to fester, and you spit on your hand and you rub it really fast, and some skin flakes off, and you feel okay. Infuriated by the fact that you just rubbed off his scratching, he pecks at you 2 more times. And you can tell he's just maddened now. He's just pecking at thin air all around you. Drez, will you get the drop on these?
All right, I am going to move down to here. And then over here behind this mother clucker.
Wow.
If you will make him flat-footed for me.
You really did it.
And I am striking with the short sword.
So you come around and you expertly jab at this foul creature, and it shrieks out a terrible shriek as a chunk of flesh leaves its body. Is that 3 for you? Or
Yeah, that's
2?
fine. That's all
Just
for
3.
mine.
I got you. Gurn, what new formulas have you, sir?
My browser just decided to reload.
Did you accidentally hit Alt F4?
It's easier than you thought it was, huh?
Got it.
I just had hands on my phone. Well, I'm gonna reload again. It's just on the like the landing page. I was gonna try out my new feat. I can make my splash damage a 15-foot cone instead of 5 feet surrounding the target. But that doesn't work right now.
What? Because it's close to you, or what?
Just the way Drez moved.
Could always delay until I run away.
Oh, am I in the cone?
They can, dude. They got reflex. They can just dodge it.
Wait one more level before you start testing out my reflex saves. Promise they will get much better.
Oh, there's one right up in my face anyway. Can I measure? I'll try it on these two.
Yeah, here and here.
Well, I'll target this guy, and then the splash should get him. This guy here. Maybe Saren too. No, that's 20 feet.
That'd be a 15-foot cone.
Oh, so that doesn't get that one either.
Oh no, it just misses it.
Okay, well then I'll do something different altogether.
I'll do something different.
I will use my new giant scorpion poison.
Ooh.
Because I still have yet to poison anybody. And I'll shoot it with my short bow.
That's so you missed by one. So you could use your hero point to make it a success.
Okay, I will do that. And then he needs, if it's a hit, DC 22 fortitude save. I did it.
But what's the poison?
I'll link it. Alright. What's the button to press to link it?
There should
Try to
be
get into the chat window if you want to.
Yeah, that should work too, I think. There should be a thing in the title bar. A little chat volumes.
Dragging and dropping, it's not popping up. Stage 1, 1d10 poison. And enfeebled 1 for 1 round. Ooh.
Oh shit, I forgot to print out the status effects cheat sheet. I printed out that other reference guide earlier, Mary.
It's your against your spell DC for the poison? What's your spell DC? 24?
22.
So.
And I think they released another version of that cheat sheet as well.
1.4 or 3?
Yeah, he's gonna release a 1.5 soon. I didn't realize that until after I saw the comments.
Damn, bro. It's gonna just be the core rulebook.
Basically.
It's just gonna be the rulebook. That's hilarious. Alright, so he's enfeebled and poisoned from your arrow. And is that you got one more? No, that's it for you.
Yep.
Alright. So this thing, infuriated by being stabbed, takes it out on you here, Drez, and he just goes full on you.
And hurts himself.
So you expertly dodge out of the way, and this thing ends up fumbling so badly that it gets its beak stuck in the ground. So he will have to spend an action to get up out of the ground. Meanwhile, you notice that The little guy in your backpack is quivering. He seems to want out of your backpack. Didn't it go in your backpack?
Yeah, it should be.
Make sure. Let me put it in there. But yeah, he's chattering his lid.
Is he in there? I don't see him.
He's not. No, I'm about to fix it. There he is. So, Saren.
Well, with this guy right in front of me, I'm going to use one shot, one kill and sniper's aim and take a shot at him.
The flat-footed one.
For a crit.
Alright, so with this thing's head in the sand, you, click the bubble, not the thing. You point your pistol right at the back of its head, and you bear down on this thing with a expert shot right through its neck, and it tries to warble out in pain, but all that comes out is just a garbled, kind of disgusting guttural sound, and it seems to be near death.
Okay, well then I'm going to run away. "35 feet and reload."
Right, Vemgard.
I'm going to do electric arc right on the guy that I'm targeting, and jump and hit the prone one as well. They both get reflex to this stage. Well, first
So
one does.
you're doing it this one right here, and
Yep.
then gotcha.
Oh, not even that great though. Oh, okay.
So this one that you first shot it at flaps out of the way just in time to avoid it. However, this one on the ground takes the full brunt of your blast, and by that I mean half damage. But it's enough to turn it into a greasy cockatrice stain on the desert floor.
All right, and then my last action, I'm going to go into arcane stance, and then do piercing for my damage type. There we go.
Excellent. Krillin. So you're slowed, and if I understand this right, what that means is
One action.
you you lose that number of actions.
Okay.
Essentially permanently for this encounter. I don't think it carries over. So it can't be like you are.
Is it a special type slow from the cockatrices, or?
No. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
Slow like takes away your actions.
It lasts. Okay, so it's not like the other status conditions where they go away after one turn. This is like
right.
Okay.
So when you are slowed, you don't lose the action immediately. If you were fighting something right now and it like reacted and attacked you and slowed you, you wouldn't lose an additional action right now. But on your next turn, you would be reduced to one action.
Okay.
One action? I thought it was you only get two.
Right. Well, I was just saying if he was slowed again. So if you're slowed if you're slowed on your turn, you don't lose the action on your turn. You lose it at the beginning, right, of the next turn.
Okay. So it looks like I'm in mountain stance already. So I'm going to do a key strike. Flurry of blows. Force damage, please.
So key strike force. Your mount stance is expired. Hold on. There you go.
Oh, well, in that case, my first action will be mountain stance.
Okay. So mountain stance, and then are you not gonna do key strike? Or?
I will do key strike. Yeah.
Okay. Is key strike in action? You just gonna do
No,
those?
it's a free.
It's free. Okay. All right. All right.
We'll get fucked.
All right. So you bear down on this bird and start pummeling this thing, undeterred by its terrific appearance, and it is pummeled into a little greasy pink spot. Right.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
It didn't.
To get the shit beat out of it by a bald monk.
That's fair.
That's right.
Is that so? That's your 2, yeah.
That's 2, yeah.
All right. So this bird flies out in a rage and comes right at you, Mr. Vemgard. Undeterred by your green skin, it pecks at you.
It went after you because of your green skin. What a racist cockatrice.
That undeterred. It just wasn't scared of him, meaning it was fearful. Alright, so he strikes you twice, causing you a small amount of damage. Click that twice. Nice. So you are able to scratch that off. And what do you have? That you have something that turns a failure to a success, like a feat or something. You guys seeing this on the little tabs?
Yeah, it turned his success to a crit success and his failure to a success.
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's called being a badass.
You got a feed or something that does that?
Must be.
I've never seen that before. Is it
Logan, are you muted right now?
I'm looking. I see it. I don't know why though. Bible. Fighter resist. No,
I'll be right back.
that's weird.
I wonder if there's like a check box. But I mean, you don't know of like a feat
No,
that you took to do that, right? That is
no.
that is like a mistake, right?
Think so, but I do know there is a feat of that because I think I put it on a different character.
Yeah, like on my Age of Ashes Drez, and on this one at next level, I get evasion that does something similar with reflex saves, but it should, like Sunday night, it was putting that listing evasion in my rolls so you could see what was causing it.
Is it from the Arcane Cascade?
Was it piercing damage? Yeah, it was piercing damage.
It doesn't do anything like that. It just adds 1 damage.
Yeah.
What? I mean, that's weird, right? I'm not going crazy, right? Okay.
Foundry doesn't normally make little fuck ups like that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, I see it. It's because... Is it... No? So when you mouse over, or when I mouse over it, does it do it for y'all?
It says incapacitation.
Incapacitation. What the fuck? Where is that coming from? Well, we can just figure out what it is later and just play it by the numbers. Well, one was a success and one was a failure. Because it was a 22, so the 29 succeeded. Hold on, let me see. Inability can completely sorry. So something you do. Fortitude clarification. Yeah, fortitude saving. Let's see. I don't know, bro. That's weird. I mean, I see this incapacitation trait, and that's what it does. But I don't know why it's adding it to your... Hold on, let me try something.
What?
Yeah, see, because there's just a normal one. Of course, I didn't roll it against anything. I mean, because if you're supposed to get it, I want you to get it, right?
Yes. I'm looking where.
I see it as an ability trait.
What's the DC supposed to be?
It's 22.
Well, the first one will, just because you rolled a 20, right?
The no, he
The 20
rolled he rolled a 17 on the first one. Yeah,
Weird.
that's what I'm saying. Because it was a success by 7, but it gave it that, if you mouse over it, it gave it that incapacitation trait, which, I mean, that's what that does. It's not really supposed to be for saving throws, from what I'm reading, and it's like it's a trait, right, on an ability. So I don't know how Foundry added it to a saving roll. That's weird, right?
Very weird.
Yes.
See what happens. Oh, see what happens if I click it for you. Yeah, see, it did it again.
Yeah, it turned a failure to a success. What the hell?
Yeah, because of that trait.
What is the trait, like a feat?
I'm trying to find it and I can't see it.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's it's like an ability trait. It's not like a feat you take. Hold on, let me look at this. Let's see. Oh, okay. So it's because of what he's rolling against. So it's correct.
Okay.
The thing that you're saving against has the incapacitation trait, and so because it can completely take you out of the fight or kill you, it's harder to use on like a powerful character. So since you're a higher level than him, that's why it does that. So that's right.
Okay.
See, that's what I say, man. You know, we don't doubt Foundry, right? We just try to figure out why it's doing the correct thing.
No, that.
So
I fucked up. No, this is good. This is good.
No, that's what I say. I mean, usually it doesn't just insert things. So you critically succeed, and you saw what Saren did earlier. So you spit on your hand and you rub off where this thing has pecked you, and some green flakes of skin fall to the desert. And as they're hitting the ground, they just kind of turn to dust. So we go back to his dead friend. No, we take him out and we go to his alive friend, who is closest to Mr. Killshot. So it will step just here, avoiding the corpse of its fallen brethren. And guess what it's going to do? It's going to peck at you because it's a bird. And apparently he don't have claws. So he connects with you one time with his beak, and just like the others, you don't take much damage, but you need to steel your resolve against this attack on your person. So you
Who's good at
two,
two?
yeah. Well, that's what I say. It's because what
Oh.
you're saving against has the incapacitation trait, and so that means
Oh.
the thing you're saving against has the ability to completely knock you out and or kill you. And you guys are higher level than these things, so you're getting the benefit of incapacitation.
Okay, gotcha.
Right.
Fuck,
Otherwise,
you can play this game for like 10 years and there's still new rules that pop up.
well, and it makes sense because otherwise, like a level 1 goblin could just like shoot you with like a dart in your neck and knock you out, and then like have his way with you, right?
Yeah.
It's a fucking dart in your neck.
Dart in the neck, bro. It's classic. All right, so you successfully scratch off this wound, and same thing, little flakes of skin fall down. How will you respond?
All right, first thing I'm going to do to Clucky McFuckface over here is I am going to use Tumble Through. Or Tumble Behind in my case, rather.
All right, and you're moving where? Through him?
And just put me right on the other side of him and puts him flat-footed.
Right, since you tumble through him.
And I come around again with a +1 striking short sword, looking to make some chicken nuggets. What the hell did that just do? What? Why did it sheath it instead of...
This guy. This guy
I'm not using this toolbar up here anymore. It's supposed to be a strike, not a sheath.
This guy and his sheathing. We know you just wanted us to see it say sheathing in the chat.
I crit this turkey.
All right, so
and I say, stick a fork in this one.
All right, so Drez Seeth Shot comes around with the one-liner, and he stabs this thing right in its heart, and it gurgles out. Blood just kind of trickles down its beak. You can tell that was a severe blow.
And then for my final action, I am going to fire my... Why is the thing dinging at me again? It's my turn. I know it's my turn. Fire my dagger pistol into it.
Hey, it's your turn. All right, so you let off a wild shot. It ricochets around, but does not find its mark.
Fucking jive turkey.
Jive turkey? That's a good one. All right, Gurn. Alchemist. What do you do?
I'll move there. Telekinetic projectile.
Nice. So, You muster up a... What was your projectile?
The head of the cockatrice right before me.
Alright, so using your telekinesis, you force the head of the deceased cockatrice off of its body, and you hurl it horrifically at the still living cockatrice in front of you, and it hits it, square in the head, covering it in its brethren's blood. And oh shit. You hit that button right as I hit the damage button. So the head flies into this cockatrice, and you can tell he is stunned by the blow. So, Saren.
Well, the one who just got hit by his buddy's head, I'll take a shot at him.
Sounds like a plan. And so you aim down sights and you hit your target.
And I will reload and fire with a map.
Use your gun. It's probably going to work better.
Hey-oh.
Oh, missed.
I'll be here all week.
And that's the end of me.
All right, so you follow the example of Drez and fire off a wild shot into the desert, and it rings hollow. Vemgard.
All right. I'm going to use Spell Strike and use Electric Arc again with my weapon attack. Oh, hit, sweet. And then with that, and my effect I haven't used yet is, where is it now? Expensive Spell Strike, which I should be able to use the Electric Arc to attack 2 creatures for the targeting. I'm hoping I'm reading this right.
The one that has a burst cone or a line. What is it? Is Electric Arc just say target them?
Target, yeah. It says 1 to 2 targets.
So you could do like lightning bolt.
I can do, yeah. So I misread it for lightning. I mean for arcane. I mean electric arc. But yeah, I could do that for. Ooh. Then yeah, I'll do a 5-foot step and then attack. Oh. So I can go up here and then do lightning bolt, and then that would do one whole line and attack both of them. And
So you just gonna cast lightning bolt?
No, I'm going to still do my attack, but instead of using electric arc, I'm going to use lightning bolt, which will give me a line. Because I can still use it for my spell strike.
Gotcha. So your spell strike's 2 actions then, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And both of them have to do a DC 20 reflex save.
Okay. It just cast the spell? I thought it just added damage. Is that not right?
Adds damage, but with the expansive spell strike, it shoots it out, so it would attack both of them, right? The lightning bolt would. Oh, right. So this first one wouldn't, but the second one I would say would give it. I would give it a reflex save. So at that point, it's just a spell.
I see. Yeah. Let's just talk about the targets. So, yeah, so your attack is on this one in front of you, right? And so, did you roll damage for the hit?
No, I just realized I didn't do that yet.
Okay, so
Legacies
that's
are confusing.
Yeah.
well. The spell strike is, you know, that's why you gotta like declare. And I mean, you do. I'm not saying you don't, but you gotta. The spell strike does two different things depending on if you've used it. So that's one thing that you got to get clear, because you got to ready it and then you can use it. And then once you've used it, you got to ready it before you can use it again, right? And so that's like one thing. And then depending on what spell you use with it, it could be one action or two action. And then now apparently with this feat, yeah, it's another element of it, because now
Yep.
the spell can leave the weapon, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. But no, I think we got it straight. I was just making sure we were getting it straight.
Yeah.
All
That's
right,
why
so
I had that
Yeah.
last level, but I didn't want to use it until we got spell strike sorted out first. It's just adding more layers to it.
well, it's more like just, you know, treat me like I'm dumb and make sure you say, okay, I'm gonna spell strike ready. I'm gonna ready spell strike, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I know what's going on. All right, so they both dodge out of the way of this lightning bolt as it comes flying their way. The first one is not as successful as his friend and does take half of a scorch of lightning from the bolt. And is there another effect to it?
Nope, that should be it.
That's it. Okay. All right. Excellent. Krillin, you still have two actions.
I'm going to move here and here. So he's flat-footed to me now. And then I'm going to use Flurry of Blows. Of course.
All right, so you come around and you hit him with one iron fist, but on the second swing, you come around and almost like you're doing a comedy routine, you come up and hit yourself in the face. Everyone laughs heartily. But as you are recovering from dazing yourself, you realize that you have pummeled yet another cockatrice into a bloody mess into the desert sand.
Nice. I'll be right back.
Okay. This bird here seemingly comes to some sort of fence and attempts to fly away. There you go. You gonna chase it?
What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to holster my dagger pistol. I'm going to take the mimic out of my backpack, and I'm going to point to the corpses of the dead cockatrices and say, food.
Okay. So the little mimic hops happily. Where you at? Hops happily out of your backpack, and you notice as you set him down, he seems to have gotten a little larger. When you say the word food and you point at those little corpses, he immediately transforms himself, and he seems to be waiting for you to like pick him up and carry him over there. He doesn't seem to be able to transport himself, so he kind of sadly turns back into a chest. and he's just sitting there in front of you.
Okay. Is combat over? Are we still fighting this other one? So I think I'm out of actions.
Yeah, no, you're still in an encounter at the moment.
Okay, well, I'm out of action, so he'll have to wait a bit. Unless somebody else wants to carry him.
These guys here can tell you they can still see it.
Just delay Gurn. I'll lean around this corner and pick him off.
I don't know how to do that.
Say I'm gonna delay.
You say I'm gonna delay.
Nor do I want to. I mean,
Okay. Well, you can hit him from there.
bring
too.
up that debate again.
Sure.
Oh fuck, he's way up there. 75 feet.
Just say you want to delay till after Saren, but next round.
Just ready in action. Have a trigger ready for when he gets close enough.
Okay, so I want a ready delay. And my trigger is going to be if the round ends. Oh, really? It's your turn. Did you just move? Okay.
Yeah, I'm moving to.
Nice. Short bow for the win. So Gurn refuses to step aside for his gun-slinging partner and steps up with his short bow, draws it back, and fires a Robin Hood shot straight through the eye of this creature. And as it tries to flee, he drops it dead to the desert floor. And as it's falling down, it just explodes spontaneously into a clump of blood. Because that's what happens in Spellscar Desert. So, congratulations for this moderate encounter. Everyone will receive 80 XP. In addition, you will all receive a hero point for finding the Cradle of Quartz. Award yourself accordingly. Don't cheat. I'm watching.
Oh, shit, better use them now then.
Well, I'll let that one carry over. How about that?
All right.
I mean,
All right, we'll accept that.
that's fair. I mean, since we only got like 30 minutes. Okay, so you are no longer in combat. The time is now passing normally. The mimic is sitting outside of your bag. It's just sitting there next to you, though. It's not doing anything for real. Could name it. Other than that, you have not yet tried the door to see if it is even locked, or you have not examined it for any magic or traps or anything. You have not really done anything. So, what will you all do?
I guess the first thing I would like to do is now carry the mimic over to where he can eat a couple of these things.
Okay. So you carry him like over here and like set him down?
Yeah, like right there. Maybe he can reach those two from that spot.
Hey, Mary,
yeah.
I'm going to do a refocus for 10 minutes to get a focus point back, and then I'm going to do a medicine on myself, treat wounds.
Okay, so that's
DC 20.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
So anybody else could also do a wound, and I won't have to wind the time. So as you set him down, you see him again transform into his real visage, and he his tongue lashes out over all these cockatrice bodies. He seems to be covered now in some kind of sticky like goo, and with ease he laps up not just one but both of these things completely. Every piece. There's not anything left but a blood stain on the desert floor.
I ask him if now that he's eaten, he's ready to walk on his own because he's starting to get heavy.
He looks at you with what appears to be his eye, and you hear very loudly and in almost like the voice of a teenager the word no, and he snaps shut and he looks normal again.
How much has he grown? Is he getting heavier?
He's gotten about a quarter bigger, but no, he's not gotten much heavier.
All right, I'm just going to put him back in my backpack for now.
You do notice as you slip him away into your backpack that if he keeps growing, he's not gonna fit in there anymore. And if he's inside of it when he grows, that might be bad for you.
At that point, if he's still friendly, he can upgrade to the bag of holding.
We're going to have to start teaching this thing to walk at some point.
What's he supposed to walk on?
I don't know. He can transform into something that lets him move around and jump in the air and eat shit.
It's not a ditto.
Harvest some cockatrice legs and graft them onto him. He can learn to walk on those.
Trees right here, buddy.
Yes, I know. I cut one of them into pieces. All right, so what are we doing now? Are we still healing? Are we done with healing?
Yeah, did everybody that healed, did they add that to themselves?
I did not heal. Actually, sorry, I'm going to hero point my critical fail on it.
I failed, but I'm only down 2 points, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Why don't you just wait 10 minutes?
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
I'm going to treat wounds myself here to try and heal my 1 point of damage.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, though. I should have waited 10 minutes on that, especially because I have that feat now.
Damn, just healed myself for 18 points.
Why did you do that? You're full health.
I was down 1, so I healed my 1 damage for 18 points.
Wait, can he do me and I do him?
That's
Kinky.
That's what he said?
I would
Buy
get
me
better
dinner
help.
first.
All right. Here's a cocketeer. I electrocuted one of the legs to make it fried.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say the mimic ate that one, but I think you electrocuted all of them at some point.
Yeah.
There you go. There's 6.
All right. Well, hold on. 4 plus. Okay. Thank you.
You should just be able to click the button. You see there's a button over there. Win and roll right here. You don't want to math. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Well, now
I
you
did it.
Now you did it.
No, I never did the 6 yet.
Okay.
I never did his. I did mine and then his.
I got you. So you lose that and that and that.
Did any of you guys pick
Expired.
assurance medicine for one of your skills? It's like a free heal, basically.
Assurance? What did you say? Assurance medicine?
Yeah, it goes.
Pick the
it goes-
assurance. It's the one that gives you 10 plus your modifier instead of
Exactly, right? So if say your modifier is like 13, so 10 plus 13 is 23. So your the DC 20 heals are basically free. You don't have to roll, guaranteed. So it's pretty nice.
Remind me about that one on Sunday, because I really want to put that one on Vemgard then. I mean, not Vemgard.
Sir Derwin.
Yes. I can heal you guys a lot more. Alright, anyways, can I do a perception check, see around the area to see if there's anyone else here? Because,
Certainly.
oh, so glad. I thought that was going to be a 1 for a second.
So you scan the area, at least the immediate area around you guys here at the entrance, and you don't notice the signs of any other creatures nesting under the eave of this, shaded front porch, if you will, entryway.
Okay, then I'm going to be right beside Drez, right at the door.
All right.
And I am going to do a perception check on the door to look for traps.
You are unaware of any trap devices.
That number does not fill me with confidence. Who wants to check and see if it's locked?
I will. Alright, I go up to the door and, so I didn't realize my stealth is actually not bad. I will stealthily open the door. Or try and open the door.
Well, you explain to me how you're going to stealthily open a 10-foot tall bronze door.
From the side.
Yeah! Just, push it very slowly.
Right.
Push it with your axe so your hand never touches it.
So you begin to slowly push on this door. Are you gonna push it like all the way open, or what are you doing here?
Yes. Partially open so I can see inside.
So what does that mean? How far?
Third open.
Okay. The right side or the left side?
Let's go the right side.
Okay. Let's see. We can do that this way.
While all that is happening, when you get a chance, I would like to attempt to hide.
Me as well.
So I'll put some temporary stuff up here. So you open up this door just enough to peer inside, and all you see is a magical torch glowing in a very odd, faint color that you are not familiar with ever quite seeing before. That shade.
Then I will open it fully and then walk in.
Okay. You want to do both? You want to open it and walk in like simultaneously, or do you want to open it and then wait a second and walk in?
I will open it, wait a second, and walk in.
Okay. So you open up the door fully and you peer inside, and you see before you a gigantic clockwork creation. It looks like a huge cat with wings. it does not seem to be disturbed by the opening of the door per se, but as the light fills the chamber and starts bouncing off some of the features of the room, you hear some gears start to whir and kind of spin up.
Can I do an Arcana check or a check to see what it is?
It's the guy's steed that he flew here on, right?
Somebody's paying attention.
Can I maybe do a like a disarm trap on it to maybe shut it down?
You could try. You would have to walk in there next to it.
All right, guys, you be ready to pull my body out of here if this goes terribly wrong.
Just throw the mimic in there.
He can't disarm traps.
You can eat them.
They're made of meat.
I don't think he eats metal, and especially not metal this big.
So as you walk forward, the whirring and the spinning up accelerates and increases, and this thing stands up on its hind legs and it stretches its wings out. They go from one side of the room to the other. The weird light in here, refracts and reflects off of this thing in all kinds of strange ways that make you feel uneasy. And then from like the very bottom of its essence, it lets out the most guttural, grinding sounding roar. The whole temple shakes, dust falls from the walls and the crevices, and you are all shaken to your very core. Your bones, reverberate inside of your flesh, and you are momentarily stunned where you stand, and this thing just is standing there looking like the most fearsome thing you have yet to see in the Spellscar Desert. What will you do?
So is that a yes or no on the thievery check to disarm it?
Do it. I want to see what happens. I'll walk in there with Chesty. I'll be right behind him just to kind of watch his back.
Will be right beside Krillin as well.
I'll be right back.
Okay, so as you step up and start to try to fiddle with this thing, it seems to be somewhat insulted at your lack of respect for its previous display, and it swipes at you and bats you away like a fly, and does a little bit of a doozy on you. So,
holy shit.
You are now officially engaged with
So
the
did it
Clockwork Sphinx.
Did it bat me away, or am I still standing beside it?
Oh, well, it swiped at you as if to bat you away, but no, it hit you. It was not trying to bat you away. It was trying to murder you. Sorry.
Okay, should I hero point that? Yeah, whatever.
Hero
Did you get punched in the face, Chesty?
Initiative?
Did you crit fail your initiative roll?
Yes, I did.
Damn.
All right. So this thing wastes absolutely no time, and he swipes at you again, brother. Luckily for you, he has missed, but he sees the new intruders to the chamber, and he makes a pounce to move just over here and target Mr. Monk. And he's going to swipe at you with some claws. He connects, and you too feel the brunt of this metal monstrosity as he bears
Goddamn.
down on you with a hulking bronze paw.
Oh, I should be able to do attack of opportunity. Right?
Yep, roll it. Yeah,
Sure.
I mean,
Oh,
we
I
all
did
know
not.
we all know you got it. You can just do it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, and I probably did not hit it though. I
You
forgot to
did
target.
you did not. So
That,
Gurn,
that's what always happens.
All right, I'm gonna throw a bottled lightning.
Make fun of how small its wings are. Maybe it's susceptible.
I don't have the action left for it. I'm gonna make the cone go that way so these guys don't get affected by the splash.
so what, like from the first square right here that it's on?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you notice that, like most clockwork creations, the electricity just kind of it seems to momentarily stun it, and it is particularly susceptible to it.
Ooh.
Got any bottled lightnings hanging off your belt?
No, I used it during that desert zombie fight.
I've got another one there you can grab.
Probably do more damage if you throw it. That's all. If you only have one, it's better if you use it.
I can make more on my turn.
Drez.
All right, so I am going to retreat back through the door over here behind this wall. I am going to, let's see, I'm going to draw my dueling pistol because it's loaded. And then third action, I am going to attempt to hide.
I'm just going to free action coward.
Oops. I wasn't very proud of it. Okay. Saren. Your friends are in trouble.
So I can't see him, so I assume he can't see me. So if I just 5-foot step and pop my head around the corner, will that give me a surprise attack on him?
Let me make sure my
A surprise attack wouldn't come into play because he moved before any of us did.
Yeah, he went.
But
first.
if you're unobserved, you would still get the flat-footed bonus from sneak attack.
Yeah, that's all I'm looking for is the flat-footed bonus from surprise attack too.
Oh, you would hide and then stealth to the door, and then you
That's what I
would,
would have to do.
you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it then.
Didn't you hide before we started?
I did, yeah.
Oh,
I'm just not sure if it worked.
so you're hiding, so you can just stealth to the door, and then you have so what will happen is when you get right here, right?
Yeah.
Then that's when I would tell you whether he sees you or not. So you would move at half speed, stealthing, right? And then now you're in his area of line of effect, area of effect. And as you step in front of the door, this thing's many sensors train in right on you. And yes, he's aware of you.
Okay. Well, then I will, because I've got an empty gun, I guess I will reload first. And then I will fire my one shot, one kill, sniper's aim. For Christ's sakes.
Hero point that shit.
Yeah, may as well hero point it.
Oh, that thing should be flat-footed, if that makes it a hit, by any chance.
Or just because you threw your bottled lightning at it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's flat-footed from the lightning? For what, a round?
Start of my next turn.
It doesn't. It was a miss by 5.
Okay, so I'll
So you
do that
still
all
hero
again.
pointing? Yeah.
Yeah. But plus 19, I should be able to hit it. Jesus.
All right, so
Move, the reload, and the fire. That's all my actions.
So as you shoot this thing, to your chagrin, all of your bullets, except for just a few, flake right off of its armor. And it takes minimal damage.
That's not good.
Is there a check I can do to see if it's resistance or if it was DR or something?
You can when you have action.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But
just
I mean,
it was because it is a magical attack, right?
Yeah, this one is.
Everything I shoot, my gun is magical.
What's that from?
From making it a +1, it just makes it magical.
What do you mean making what a +1?
Well, a +1 striking.
His runes make it magical.
The runes I put on it make it magical for the purposes of.
Well, it makes it a magical item, right? But does it give all of the things that it does?
It just gives it the magical trait, whichever that means.
Right, but it doesn't make. So it could be a magical item, but the damage it does isn't necessarily magical.
Okay. All right. Well, it's the end of my turn.
I mean, we can ask Reddit this week. But you know what I'm saying? Because you could have an item that's magical, and it makes you have like a ponytail when you activate it. But it's a dagger that does piercing damage, right?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, so I'll just let her fly for right now.
Well, because I mean, and then if you just look at like if we go back to looking at what Foundry did, Foundry made it piercing and precision, and magical's not. It's not lit up like red, like it's affecting the attack. Because I've seen it when you have the feet that makes like, I can't remember which, is it Krillin or is it Nedge?
I put it in there.
Yeah. Yeah, see that thing like makes his stuff have like be a magical attack, but your unarmed attacks become magical.
Okay.
So, Vemgard.
Alright, I am going to ready a spell strike of heat metal and attack the Sphinx.
So hold on.
Yep.
So that's what I'm talking about. You use spell strike. Now you have to ready it before you could use it again. So
Yep. That's one action.
Are you saying you're gonna ready it and then also use it?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. And that's a 2. That's a 2 actioner.
Yep. I've made sure that all my spells are 2 actions or less. So I don't want to fuck that up. Alright. So let's see my attack.
Well, he dodged it.
Yeah, he did. I'm going to re-roll that. I'll use one of the hero points. Oh, wrong way. Yes. And
So that time he didn't critically dodge it. He'll take half.
okay. And then damage for the heat metal I'm grabbing. Oh. A lot of dice. Oh, persistent.
All right, so you swing your halberd into him, and it mostly just scrapes off the side, and he only takes 4 damage from your hit. Your spell, he dodges out of the way and successfully avoids the worst of that and takes half of the damage and catches on fire from the oil spurting from different seams in his metallic body. So now there are little fires all over him, causing him persistent damage.
And that would be my turn.
Really?
Okay, can you please put me in mountain stance?
Done.
And then I'm gonna use mountain stronghold.
Is that the new thing you just did?
Yeah.
Call upon the mountain to block attacks against you, gain +2. Cool.
Then I am going to use. I'll do a key strike with force damage.
Okay.
God damn. I'm gonna hero point that. I'm
How
gonna
many
hero
points
point.
do you have? Or did you use your last one?
No, I didn't use my second
Oh.
one.
You should have
Okay.
2, yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm gonna reroll my initial. So if I hero point this, do I only get to reroll one of these or both of them? Since I'm not sure how the mechanics of hero point works, because
Say it again.
so like I use key with when they use key strike, right? That counts as like I guess a spell, and then the properties of that is do 2 attacks. But do I get to reroll both attacks or just one?
Well, it's all considered one attack.
It was
right?
flurry of blows, yeah.
Yeah,
So
flurry of blows. Yeah,
you're
key strike flurry of blows. Yeah.
hero pointing your flurry of blows.
Yeah.
I give it to you.
Okay.
We were right here at the end.
All right. Well, one hit's better than nothing, I guess.
All right. right, so you come around with your fist and pummel into this thing, and it seems to break down a little bit. And coming back to the top, I see we're like 5 minutes out. Do y'all want to stop right here and come back to this fight beginning next week?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right.
Yeah.
So to go back to what we were just talking about, from what I just read here, I think that is right. If it's got the magical trait, you can consider it. If I'm reading this correct, most people, I don't know if this is, raw or interpreted, but most people will consider it like this. If you're attacking something that can't be damaged by magical damage, then you can consider it's like natural thing, right? Piercing. But if it can't be hurt by piercing, for example, but it's a magical item, then you can say it's magical damage. So I guess I don't know what the benefit of your mystic strikes is, other than, I don't know, because according to what I'm reading, hand wraps and mighty blows +1 is any +1 weapon is a magical item.
Okay, well, I don't know. That's just one of my class features, so I just get it by default.
You get it by default?
I get it.
I guess maybe if you had a non.
Yeah, if I'd say I wasn't using
magical
hand wraps
item?
with mighty blows, it would, yeah. But I am using hand wraps with mighty blows, so it kind of negates the effect, right? But yeah.
Yeah. It's a passive thing too. So I guess that's maybe just so you still need an item. Maybe if you weren't using, maybe if you're just wearing.
No, that's just saying if the extra
damage
or damage bonuses.
Yeah.
Giving an example.
Yeah. So I put that damage on him, so he took the full brunt of that, or I'm about to. So then we can say, and you did the heat thing afterwards, right? Or no, that was before. Yeah. So we can say that the heat spell that Vemgard did was effective because of the holes punctured in the chassis by Saren's shots, and now he's got little oil fires all over him.
Yeah.
GG.
Oh yes. Sorry, Mary. I forgot to mention stunning fist for one of my hits. I keep forgetting this.
Oh, where he's got does he save for that? Fortitude against your class TC?
Yeah.
So that's a 23. Yes.
It's probably an easy roll for him.
Wait,
but
y'all are level 6. That's a 22.
I hope he rolls a 1. Ooh, yes.
So just as we go to pause here, the action, this thing becomes short-circuited by the blow to the head that it just received.
When I come in.
And it is stunned as we go into pause. Next week? No, 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're back to the 2 weeks now.
GG. Well, so progression note. This is now chapter 3 of this book. GG.
Are we on the third book now? Is this? Oh wait, no.
This is the second book, but it's chapter 3.
All right. Anyways, good game. My
Yeah.
dog is begging me to get out.
Yeah, thanks,
right.
fellas. GG.
Yeah.
All right, GG, thanks,
Good game.
guys.
Yep. See y'all later.
We'll see you.